Hi, how's everybody doing? Over here at the Dunlawton Sugar Mills Garden, it's pretty cool, and I was just gonna do a little video to show you. It's really cool. They used to. This is very old. It's a few hundred years old, and they made a preservation out of it. And when I was in elementary school, and actually when I went to Silver Sands, which is right down the street. This is in Port Orange, Florida. So if you ever come visit, this is something you can do to take your kids and your family, and I'll do a little video of it so you can see what it is. And the hours are right here, uh, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there's all kinds of cool stuff. People are in here finding rocks. They're little rocks that people paint, and then they go on a little journey to look for them. So we're gonna take a walk around, and I'm gonna pause this for a second, and I'll show you the things as I go along, because my video footage is a little short. I mean, I don't really have much video time on it here, so I'm going to do little pauses in between, and when I get to things that I think you guys might like, I will show it to you. Hold on a second. Okay, here's another step here, and it's got a little design. It shows you, you know, what directions things are at, and there are little pathways, and it's all foliage, and they preserved it the best they could do. They made little gazebos for people to take breaks and stuff. And these right here are really cool. This is called Coquina Rock. It's made of shells. The Spanish made a fort in St. Augustine out of this, and that fort was never conquered. A lot of African Americans and white people who died during the Civil War there to try to conquer that. They were just slaughtered because when you fire cannonballs into this stuff, apparently it just kind of absorbs the wall, and it doesn't really can't really break it very easily. And the whole fort is surrounded by water on areas, and you'd have to come through the Atlantic Ocean. And the North tried to fire, you know, shots from the Atlantic Ocean at the fort, which was not very successful. It just didn't do much damage. And then if you go through the canal, that's surrounded, and every part of the fort has cannons on it. So if you ever go down to Florida, St. Augustine's another place that you can visit. It has cottages down there, and it's really cool. So that's one place, and there are dinosaurs here, so I'm gonna try to find them so we can show you guys those also. These are some of the plants that grow down here, and they're really beautiful. It's sort of like a bird of paradise. It's a minor one. You see this thing right here? That's a thorn on there. When it gets bigger, it will be more of prevalent, and these aren't really got thorns on them yet. This is a baby one. And then you have these flowers, different colors. Some of them start off with berries. You see how that's a berry? And then that berry will turn into another plant, and then they have the birds eat those. And you have to watch out for poison ivy and stuff when you're down here, and things like that. But see, that's pretty cool. So let's see if we can find the dinosaurs. Okay, we come across the fern collection, and this is also built. See, you go in there. This is all built. It's pretty big. I'm like 5'7", so this is easily 7 foot or so high. And see, all Coquina and all Coquina Rock. It's really cool. And keep in mind, these things, this is hundreds of years old, okay? This is hundreds of years old. So they preserved that, and it was probably, some of it it looks like they may have restored it. She used mud. See, they restored some of that with concrete, but the way they used to do it back in the day is in mud and some other type of something else that goes along with it. I forget how it is, but same way the Hebrews made the pyramids. See, there's mud there. See that? You can see it. And when the mud dries, it's almost impenetrable. It's pretty clever. And then they have this different plant life here, as I was showing you. But I'm heading to find the. See, look at all this. And this is free, okay? It doesn't cost nothing to get in here. Nothing. It's just free. And see all these old oak trees and all different types of wild trees. And see that fern right there? If you ever go camping, that's called Spanish moss. You see it hanging from the trees. And some people that don't know, they will take that stuff and try to make bedding out of it, or they'll try to make a fire with it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to use that stuff for bedding. If you do if you're doing camping, there's bugs in it, there's fleas in it, there's all kinds of stuff, and you'll just get bit the shit out of. And if you burn it, it makes a really nasty smell, and it will contaminate your food. But over here's the other part of that place I just showed you. It's a little part here, and what the people that used to make the sugar canes, they used these as a place to just make fires and eat and stuff like that, and get out of the elements. Okay, here's another part. This is Latin. It tells you about this plant. So Hardida habanetia Arcenia. I haven't said Latin in a while, but that's what that is. And I think it means like heart shape. I think it means heart shaped plant. So yeah, that's what these are. And looks like bamboo, and that's the key. That's the stuff that you could get sugar from, some of these plants, or some of the bamboo, and that's what these people did. And then here's another one. So, see, Ardea helix. Watch this. Wealthiness, adult. Wathamas, adult. I feel like I'm back in philosophy class trying to pronounce all these different philosophers back in the day. But yeah, it's pretty cool. See? Now this is in Port Orange, Florida, okay? And it's off of Herbert Street. So like I said, if you ever visit, besides opening up sports cards and stuff like that, and going to other things, you have families and kids, there's fruit on that. See? This is a type of fruit. It looks like almost kumquat type stuff. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but yeah. So all this is really cool. And I think I see one of our dinosaurs over here. So let me walk over here. There's another one. That's Ivy. Ivy of the year. Lady Francis. So that's what that is. Okay, here we go. I think that's a strong, how do you say it? Northernsis or something. Okay, it says a struggle. Look at this. I forget how to say its name, but I remember this is a plant eater, I believe, back in the day. It's been years since I've had to say any of these words or even look at this. When I was a kid, I used to love dinosaurs. Yeah. Stegosaurus. It's a plant eater, existed about 150 million years ago. See, and it tells you. Now people do Pokemon in here too. You get a lot of Pokemon. But let's take a look at this. They did a good job with that. It's pretty neat. Okay, so yeah, really cool. I'm trying to get back further so you can see this thing. And that thing right there on its tail, it's like a club, and that's what it used to defend itself against bigger dinosaurs or meat eaters like Tyrannosaurus Rex and all that, and T-Rex or whatever. There was bigger ones than that. But yeah, Stegosaurus. Okay, let me see if I can find the other one. I have to keep pausing in between because I don't have a lot of video time, and I just want to show you guys and my friends and stuff, the things the dinosaurs they have. Okay, I'm over here, and we found the Triceratops, and it's a plant eater. Existed about 150 million years ago, and that is pretty cool. That was like one of my favorite ones too. When I was a little kid, I used to have all the little dinosaur things and played with them. I still have them in my box, and that's another cool thing. One of my friends, Jeff, he's playing arena football, and we're probably gonna go see him play tonight. And he's seen some footage of me playing when I was in high school and stuff. I had videos that I used to take. My mom would watch me and stuff. So he was like, man, too bad you're too old to play. And I was like, oh, thanks, buddy. I wouldn't be playing football nowadays because one, I just had 2 hip replacements and my shoulders replaced, so it ain't something I can do anymore. But I sure do love the game. It is fun. I played defensive back in high school, and I also did punt and kickoff returns. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. This is a really cool animal. I think that, and as I said, this is free, man. So if you ever come to Florida, you can actually, this one they let you walk around. I don't know why, but anyway, if you ever come to Florida and you come in the Port Orange area, you can come and visit and see this with your kids. There's also a museum in Daytona Beach, and last time I was there, they had Salvador Dali stuff there. They had the Red Sea Scrolls there. They had a sloth, which they've found a sloth somewhere buried in that area, and now they know that their sloth still exists in some parts of the world. But dude, this is cool, man. Look how big this thing is. Holy mackerel. I don't know if this is the life-size image of it or if they just made a little smaller version of it, but you can see the protection it would have had, and these things would be sharp. So yeah, but they probably wouldn't stand much of a chance against a T-Rex or anything like that. I don't know. And that was one of the weirdest parts in history of mankind. I always wondered why dinosaurs were on here and on the earth, and they do, of course, it's petrol, and there is oil and stuff and different reasons. I mean, different things they left behind, but I don't know. It's not really even explained in the Bible about dinosaurs, so it's one of the weirdest things, one of the 7 mysteries of the world. But they are cool, and this is a nice place to bring your family, and it's safe over here in Port Orange. And I just wanted to say thank you to all my friends and family that watch my videos and support me. I wanted to say thank you to Card Dreamer, thank you to Scotty Arena, and thank you to Aaron's Collecting, and thank you to Collectaholic. They have been really supportive to me and texting me and on my private phone, and asking how I'm doing and things like that. And then I noticed a few people, I was like up to 188 subscriptions or something, and a few people stopped subscribing because I'm not showing them my collection and baseball and stuff, which I have hundreds of thousands of cards, baseball, basketball, football. I got Michael Jordan autos, Larry Bird autos, LeBron James autos. I have Mario Lemieux autos, Yammer Yager autos, Sid Crosby rookie autos, all authentic, all real. The Sid Crosby is actually on cards auto that I won, and the Mario Lemieux on card. That's graded Beckett 9 and Beckett 9.5, and also the auto's a 10. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff, and I've made videos in the past about it, and I'm also still doing the 200 sub giveaway with Missouri cards. Whoever wins that 200 sub giveaway, I will be giving them a break with Missouri cards. And I noticed since I stopped having since I stopped doing videos of cards breaks and stuff, and been doing other stuff to bring attention to other things, like I said, people have stopped subbing me. And also the people that used to text me all the time, some of these break channels, they don't text me anymore because I'm not spending any money with them or whatever. And I actually thought we were friends, some of these people, and they acted like they were my friend. They're texting me asking how I'm doing because I was spending money on their channel, and understand, and I was supporting their channel and making videos about them. So it's all cool, you know. I don't really care. I have enough cards, and I just bought a ton of other cards. Although I'm in the situation I'm in, I have a storage unit that I rented and put all my cards and everything, and I just bought new boxes of tops, the Prism basketball. I got a bunch of those. I bought Prism packs of basketball. I bought more Bowman baseball. I bought Topps Update Chrome, Topps Chrome baseball. I have a bunch of football stuff I bought. So I bought a lot. I have a lot of stuff. I just haven't been making videos of it. One, I have to order penny sleeves because I'm really picky about my cards, and I make sure that. And I got a connection on one of my friends that owns a thrift store, and they just gave me about like 5,000 or 6,000 cards to go through too. And like I said, I found busted prosy rookies in there, and there is 2,000 football. So I'm waiting to see if there's Tom Brady's in there. So pretty much the people that were my friends before things started happening where I didn't really, I'm in the situation I'm in, and it's not due to alcohol or drugs or anything, because I don't do any of that stuff, because I go to doctors and they test me and everything, so I'm pretty straight on everything. So all these people that just dropped me because I'm not doing card openings, and they didn't get to see all my cool stuff or whatever, and they're trying to see what I have so they could probably try to get it in the future off me. I don't really care if you're my friends or not, or even sub my channel, because I'm glad I found out about you guys, people like that, because I really don't want to be part of your community when you do stuff like that. The people that I mentioned are good people. Mr. Russo's a really good dude. I watched him. He was a sick man, and I lit a candle for him, and God helped him, and I guess he just had eye surgery, which I totally understand about that, Mr. Russo. I had to have eye surgery too. I had my retina tear a few years ago, and they did it with a laser. So it wasn't, and that really hurt, man. I can tell you that much. So yeah, I'm happy where I'm at in life. I'm getting ready to get a house, and all the people that are haters and don't want to, support people because all they want to do is watch what you have, because they're really envious, and they're coveting what you have with their eyes, because they really want your stuff. And there's people on here that's been on here longer than me that I think should have 1,000 subscribers, and they should be making money off of this stuff. And I'm glad Collectaholic just got to 1,000, but my friend Card Dreamer should be way over 1,000. And because he doesn't buy into what you guys are doing with breaks and all that or whatever, that may be one of the reasons, but he should have way over 1,000. Mike, the card dude, should have over 1,000. Aaron, collecting and detecting, should have over 1,000. So yeah, the people that are in this clique with these breaks and stuff, you guys suck. And the stuff that the Jabs was doing and still are doing sometimes or whatever, I don't really have time to get involved in with that. Those people suck, and they're gonna ruin the industry. And it's going to be to a point where cards, like in Florida where I'm at, nobody collects cards or nothing like that. There's one card shop. Yeah, all the people up north do, but around here, nobody collects cards. They collect real estate. They go out and buy people's houses they're foreclosed on, and they go to take their stuff from them and stuff like that. That's how the kind of people that I live around. They try to get people's houses. They try to get people's property. And like I said before, these people in Port Orange are some of the rudest, nastiest people you ever want to meet in your life. And unfortunately, a lot of them are Jewish people, and I'm Jewish myself, and this is why people don't like Jewish people, because guys and women that live around my area and do the stuff they do. They go to the tax office, find out whose houses are not paid taxes on. They buy the taxes on them. And then if you miss your taxes 3 years in a row, they'll take your house from you, because that's how they are. And that's why people hate them, you know? So, yeah. Not everybody's like that. And I just want to tell everybody about that. So don't hate a whole group of people for a few bad people, because not everybody's like that. There's a lot of good people in the world. And then, like I said, people on here having their kids do auctions and do things like that to make money off of it. It's greed, and it's going to destroy the hobby at one point, and it's definitely going to make things to where people don't want to be involved in it. So this to me is more important. Going out with your family, going on vacations, and doing stuff with your girlfriends and your friends. And if you really want to collect, look how Hall of Fame collector does stuff. He does stuff the correct way. He gets rare things that are really cool, and he enjoys doing it, and you're going to see the enthusiasm out of him from doing it. So I really like that guy a lot, and I really like Scotty Arena a lot. And you know, my man Card Dreamer is my buddy. He just keeps it real. And like I said, Aaron collecting and detecting keeps it real. Evgeny Crosby, he keeps it real. I mean, these are people you want to support. Those kind of people. These other people that are doing these breaks and stuff, they just want your money. They don't care nothing about you. Stop spending money on their channel, and they won't have nothing to do with you. And I like Joe iPhone a lot too. He's really cool. I like watching his channels. So I just wanted to share this stuff with you guys, and I'm not hating on anybody. I have mad love for all you, but just be careful how you spend your money, because you can come down to Daytona Beach, Florida, or Port Orange, and do cool stuff like this, and have a nice time with your family and enjoy life. And when you die, those cards aren't coming with you. Somebody else is going to get your collection, and they're going to turn around and sell it because they don't care about it. So enjoy what you do and have fun doing it. And no matter what happens, always keep your faith, always be strong, and always know God loves you, and so do I.